Tech Sergeant John Smith, U.S. Air Force. Sergeant Smith served in the military for over 15 years and has been stationed in Guam, Spain, Turkey, and Australia. He has been deployed to Oman, Yemen, United Arab Emirates, and Afghanistan. He fought in Desert Shield, Desert Storm, and Operation Enduring Freedom. Sergeant Smith holds the Air Force Commendation Medal, the Air Force Achievement Medal, Afghan Campaign Medal, the Global War on Terrorism Medal, and the Kuwait Liberation Medal, among many others. Sergeant Smith.
Forgive me, my eyesight's not as good as it used to be. Good evening, honored guests, friends, and family. I would like to thank the Lieutenant Walt J. Will, American Legion Post 1058, for asking me to speak tonight. It's an honor to be here. I've seen lives lost in the military in my career, as well as my personal life. I lost my father as a child, my first wife when I was in my 20s, and my mother when I came home from Desert Storm. This past April, I myself died twice. I can tell you firsthand the importance of first responders. 2 airmen performed CPR and kept me alive until the ambulance arrived. The doctors told me and my family I'm a miracle to be here. I spent the last few months thanking those that had saved my life. Those airmen, paramedics, ambulance crew, firemen, and police officers. I would also like to take time to thank this community for the prayers and support they gave myself and my family. I am now too familiar what it feels like to lose those you love, and now what it's like to save and need to express the gratitude to those responsible for me being here. How do you repay such a debt? How do you repay the debt to those that lost their lives saving innocent people on 9/11? Ceremonies like this have been happening around the country for 15 years to do just that. They said December 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor defined a generation. Well, September 11th has definitely shaped who we are and how we live our lives daily. But unlike Pearl Harbor, where they attacked a military base, this time, 19 cowards, and I believe they don't deserve their names mentioned, killed nearly 3,000 people. More than 400 of those were first responders who rushed into those burning buildings to bring thousands to safety. Just think for a second about the courage it took. Not to run just towards those, but inside. Stories are told, people in the stairwells, cheering for those firefighters that were running up the stairwells while everyone else was running out. One person asked why they were doing it. The firefighter answered, "It's my job." Also consider the kind of courage it took the passengers of Flight 93 to decide to storm the cabin of the plane, sacrificing their own lives to save hundreds. The last words from that flight were those of strength. Are you guys ready? Let's roll. Everyone remembers where they were that moment. I was in Greenwich, Connecticut. I was a project manager on a Stewart estate. Greenwich is 30 miles from the tower. I could be considered a suburb for a high-level executive that worked in New York. I remember people running out of their homes screaming and crying. As I watched the smoke rise from the sky, wives felt in their knees screaming their husbands' names. No one knew who survived, what was happening, what would happen next. My thoughts raced. My first child was just born. that year. Was she safe? I had friends that worked in the city, including a police officer for NYPD. Were they okay? As the facts come to light, I started thinking about my time as security force in Desert Storm. 10 years prior, I thought the war was done. Just like all of you, I was in disbelief. I felt like it was a movie. How could this be happening? At Ground Zero, President Bush made one of the most memorable speeches of his term as president, standing on top of a wrecked fire truck in the midst of the smoke and pile of debris. President Bush raised the bullhorn to address the rescue workers that were trying to find any survivors. He spoke not just to them, but to our nation, the world, when he said, "I can hear you. The rest of the world hears you. And the people that knock down these buildings will hear from all of us soon." Not only did they hear from us, they are still hearing from us, and will continue this war on terror. Until my heart attack, I was set to be deployed last month. I should be deployed alongside my brothers and sisters from the 58th APS. They work 12-hour shifts, 6 days a week, in heat over 125 degrees. They're still pushing the war on terror, ensuring that the people continue to hear us loud and clear. They will not back down, and we will not stop until we win this war. I have some very good friends in the desert sacrificing much to be there to serve our nation. We all get to see our friends and family enjoy the day of freedom while our troops push through this war. Their spouses and children, mother and fathers and family deal with their absence. Some never return, paying the ultimate price for each and every one of us, as those first responders did 15 years ago. Despite everything we hear and the discouragement we find in our nation, the United States of America remains one of the most desirable places on the planet to live. It is not for our lakes, nor our mountains or rivers, not for our fancy cars, our home, our technology. It's for our freedom. The freedom that is ensured by our military and by all the support of those that serve our nation under our great flag. The flag provides us with a daily reminder to take nothing for granted, appreciate our freedom, to count our blessings, to strive to help our fellow man, and to cherish our friendship and family. This flag serves as a reminder of our spirit, which burns in all of us to create a way of life that makes us the greatest nation on earth. That spirit is defined by our ability to reach out and help in times of unthinkable crisis and unsurmountable odds, by our ability to move forward in the aftermath of overwhelming losses, by our ability to rebuild stronger and more united than ever before. The American spirit is the very thing that gave courage to the policemen, firefighters, paramedics, EMTs, and any first responders who rushed into those burning towers to save anybody they could. And the American spirit is what gives our troops, our families, courage to say goodbye for months at a time, to continue to ensure our freedom and safety for those people that tried and failed to destroy our nation 15 years ago. God bless America. Thank you very much.